Oh, well, I mean, got beaten by a pretty good team. A team that when they push forward very, very hard. And, early on we got badly beaten early, obviously, and, it was a pretty terrible 10 minutes in the last quarter. And, once the tank ran dry, it really did. And we've done... I'm really proud of the guys getting to this point, and we've had to expend every little bit of energy and competitiveness that we had to get to this point. And by the end they were just absolutely spent. So on one hand it's a credit to them for getting us to this point, but it's a bitterly disappointing way to go out, that's for sure.
Do you feel over the last couple of weeks perhaps guys were fatiguing a little bit, and the effort in coming from where you were taking a toll?
Yeah, no doubt. But I think that we it's a good lesson for us, because fatigue is probably one factor, but it's just we worked on a consistent style of footy that we were able to execute pretty well for a long period of time, the second half of the year, and both mentally and physically we weren't able to sustain that. So that's the next step for us on the journey that we're on. But the second and third quarters, I thought we competed, reasonably well, but still never really got going today. So these situations are about taking your chances. We didn't take our chances, and in the end we got comprehensively outplayed by a side that was just far too good for us on the day.
Did the hot day add to it as well?
No, it's the same for both sides. I mean, I don't buy into that really. So the heat was on, and it was on in the contest, and certainly the temperature played its part, but it didn't affect us, I didn't think, any more than it affected them.
After that third quarter fight back, how disappointing was that played out in the last quarter?
Yeah, I mean, it quite often happens in finals, when you just expend everything you've got trying to get, first stay up with your opponent and then try and come back, and we literally did expend everything we had. So in the end there, it was just, once the dam wall broke, it was just too much left to too few. And I thought we had some fantastic contributions today. The great thing about finals is that it lays you bare. There's nowhere to hide. There's, you get opened up, and some players and some clubs, rise above that and they shine. And other players get exposed. So our challenge is to not paper over any cracks, and the cracks that got exposed today, we've got to delve into, and we've got to fix them and keep improving and turning over our list and finding guys who are competitive enough to stand up in big games like this one in a hostile environment against quality opposition.
So at your best this year, football seemed irresistible. I mean, how far away do you think you are from sort of competing in some of these finals against a side like the Eagles?
Oh, look, it's a fight. Look, the result is obviously bitterly disappointing, and we're I'm shattered. We're a competitive club. We're shattered with that. But to lose the last 9 goals to 1 in the last quarter, or whatever it was, it certainly inflated the margin, and it just, the Eagles cashed in on their hard work early, late in the game, but when you get to this stage, it's a finer line than people think. I mean, we lost some crucial contests, but now against a really dominant ruck combination, we competed well in there. The clearance area was really good, so the contested possession area was really good, but across the board they were much better, and they broke us open. They cracked us. So we'll have to live with that for a while, but I guarantee you we'll be back.
This wise, what do you feel you need to take the next step to improve the squad from here?
Oh, look, our improvement and our growth will come organically. I mean, we'll continue to invest in our own players and continue to invest in the draft. And Ben Cunnington stood up in a big final today under real heat, and it's just really pleasing to watch a player who's had some criticism in the past play the way he did. Our inside midfielders, Swallow, Zeeble and Cunnington, were just, I thought, terrific. But we had 3 terrific players out of 22, and clearly that's never going to be enough. So, I think we've just got to continue to improve our players, and if the others improve to the level that someone like Ben Cunnington has, we'll be a pretty good side.
Do you still give the season a tick?
Oh, I don't rate seasons. You guys rate seasons. I mean, get asked that question all the time. It's like at the start of pre-season, what's a pass mark? Well, everyone wants the same thing. You guys rate the season. I'm not going to rate it.
What about your message to the players then, though? Is it the positives of the season? Is that what you...
No, I thought it was a disappointing day. I mean, what I've spoken about to the players is pretty much what I've spoken to you guys about. I mean, credit should go to the players who got us into this position to compete in the finals, and there are 10 other, I imagine, jealous clubs who want to be in the position that we're in. But the simple message is, finals lay you bare, and you either rise above that, or you shine, or you get exposed. And we had a bit of both. We've got to delve into the reasons why and get better.
From what I saw, they got you on the spread and they got you in transition, particularly early on in the game. What do you put that down to? Was it the way you set up, or did they just run harder, do you think?
There's another one in there. I mean, I think that, they got us in... Transition's been a great part of our second half of the year. We've been able to, very rarely have teams been able to get the ball out of our forward line and run the ball the length of the ground as the Eagles did today. So that's real credit to their hard run, I think. We were deers in the headlights a little bit at times, and it only takes one to slip out of the loop. And Andrew Embley's an extremely hard runner forward. Gaff is a terrific runner both ways. Shuey just cashed in late in the game, just took off forward of the ball, and our guys weren't able to go with them. So it's been a real strength of ours. We've been doing that to the opposition for a fair while now, and we got beaten at our own game. But our inside contested players were pretty good, but we got beaten by a weight of numbers.
Was there a lot of frustration in the end, in particular with the incident with Brent Harvey and Daniel Kerr?
I don't know what you're referring to there, because I didn't really see anything. I see Boomer's bruised and battered as he always is, and he puts up with a lot every single week. So it's a challenge for him every week to regain, or to remain composed and to regain his composure when he inevitably loses it because of the attention he cops. But that's a sign of a good side. They had Adam Selwood doing his job, and we need to develop a player like that who can just go to someone like Luke Shuey and just terrorise him all day, because we didn't have that today.
Todd Cole's team breakdown seemed to try and use the same tactic as David Hale last week against Nick Nanui. Was there any temptation to try that?
No, because I think it's against the rules.
From what you saw at West Coast, Brad, how do you rate their chances in the next few weeks?
Oh, well, look, I think they're as good a chance as anyone. I think they've shown that over a 2-year period. I was on Perth radio during the week just saying I think that John Worsfold's done a terrific job with his group of players. I think that it's a great lesson for everyone, great lesson for us. He came under... I remember coming here 3 years ago, and every Perth reporter wanted to tell me how bad a coach he was and what a basket case the Eagles were. So I hope they're reading their words, and I hope they've apologised to him, because he's done a terrific job with the team, and the Eagles management have done a terrific job building their list. So, maybe we should go back 3 years and see who said it.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,